This is Matt, and these are the metal vinyl releases for March 2025. Starting with March 7th, expect the second studio album from American power metal band Adamantis. This is Reforged, to be released by No Remorse Records. Vinyl variants to be classic black at an unspecified number of copies, as well as silver marbled at 100 copies. Also, music videos available for the track Steel Clad. You can find that at the No Remorse Records YouTube channel. So the available track has an infectious gallop and some solid shred, not to mention strong vocals with layered harmonies. Sounds like it's going to be a great release for these guys, so definitely check it out when it drops. Also, congrats to the band on getting signed to No Remorse, a very fitting label for what they do. Also on March 7th, look out for the second studio album from Dutch progressive thrash metal band Cryptosis. This is Celestial Death, to be released by Century Media Records. Vinyl variants to be classic black at an unspecified number of copies, as well as deep blood red at 300 copies. Also, music videos are out for Faceless Matter, Static Horizon, and Reign of Infinite. Definitely technical and speedy with some black and tremolo picking, mixed with off-kilter riffing. Very atmospheric as well. Of the available tracks, maybe check out Reign of Infinite first, but of course you can watch all three at the Century Media Records YouTube channel. So I bought and reviewed their first album, Bionic Swarm, back in 2021, and dug it quite a bit. So I'm a bit motivated to check this one out on release day. And also on March 7th will be the 16th studio album from German thrash metal band Destruction. This is Birth of Malice, to be released by Napalm Records. Vinyl variants to be classic black as well as translucent verde, both in an unspecified number of copies. Green with black splatter at 300 copies, as well as red with black splatter at 200 copies, both of which Napalm Records store exclusives. And a web store special edition vinyl with green and red liquid inside, as well as a booklet and a hand-numbered certificate of authenticity, which will be in limited release. Also, music videos available for Destruction, No Kings, No Masters, Angst, and Scumbag Human Race. Killer production and songwriting with the tracks Destruction and Scumbag Human Race being my favorites so far. Though you should check out all four at the Napalm Records YouTube channel. So this one was pretty much a guaranteed buy for me, and in fact, I already pre-ordered it. Looking forward to hearing the rest when it arrives. And also on March 7th, we'll get the second studio album from American heavy metal band Throne of Iron. This is Adventure 2, to be released by No Remorse Records. Vinyl variants to be classic black at an unspecified number of copies, as well as transparent red at 100 copies. Also, a music video is out for the track The Oath, which certainly captures this band's love of role-playing games. The track has a low-budget charm mixed with some catchy songwriting, not to mention some unrepentant dorkiness to it. You can find that at the No Remorse Records YouTube channel. So, I have the previous album, Adventure 1 from 2020. That's a good time, so I'll definitely look into this one when it's out. Moving on to March 14th, expect the first live album from American speed thrash band Heathen. This is Bleed the World Live, to be released by Nuclear Blast Records. Vinyl variant will be transparent red in an unspecified number of copies. Also, a music video is available for the live version of Sun in My Hand. Production is top-notch on this one and a great track to boot. You can watch that at the Nuclear Blast Records YouTube channel. So 9 tracks in total on this one, and some decent song selection as well. Definitely wanting to hear more of this. Also on March 14th, look out for the third studio album from American blackened heavy metal band Nite. This is Cult of the Serpent Sun, to be released by Season of Mist. Vinyl variants to be classic black at 450 copies, red at 200 copies, and red with black marbled at 250 copies, the last of which a Season of Mist exclusive. Also, a music video is out for Crow, Fear the Night. You can find that at the Season of Mist YouTube channel. So the available track is on par for what this band does, and since I have their other 2 albums and dig them quite a bit, I'm excited to check out the full release when it drops. And also on March 14th will be the 7th studio album from American thrash metal band Warbringer. This is Wrath and Ruin, to be released by Napalm Records. Vinyl variants will be classic black as well as blue-black marble, the latter of which will include a slip mat and a 12-inch booklet. Both will be released in an unspecified number of copies. Also, a music video is available for A Better World, as well as a lyric video for The Sword and the Cross. Of the two, I might recommend The Sword and the Cross first, as it's the stronger of the two. but do check out both at the Napalm Records YouTube channel. So the two tracks are decent, the shred moments are pretty fun. I have their last album, and I did give it a favorable review back then, so I'm certainly open to hearing this new one in its entirety. Moving on to March 21st, we'll get the third studio album from American death thrash band SpiritWorld. This is Helldorado, to be released by Century Media Records. Vinyl variants will be classic black as well as white, both in an unspecified number of copies. Sea Blue Smoke, also in an unspecified number of copies. And Lemonade Yellow at 300 copies. Also, music videos are out for the tracks Abilene Grime, as well as Western Stars in the Apocalypse. You can see both at the Century Media Records YouTube channel. So, given these two tracks, I'm really hearing zero death metal here. It doubles down far more on thrash, but also throwing in their usual Western elements, notably on Abilene Grime, which is hardly even metal. Overall, not really sure about this one, even considering I have and dug their last album. Would definitely need to hear the full release to make any sort of buying decision. Also on March 21st, expect the second studio album from American death metal band Gates to Hell. This is Death Comes to All, to be released by Nuclear Blast Records. Vinyl variants will be Purple White Swirl in an unspecified number of copies. Purple White Swirl with Black Splatter at 500 copies, which will be a New England Metal and Hardcore Fest and LDB Fest exclusive. And Blue with Purple and Black Splatter at 300 copies. Also, music videos available for Next to Bleed and Crazed Killer. Next to Bleed can be found at the Gates to Hell YouTube channel, and Crazed Killer is found at the Nuclear Blast Records YouTube channel. So definitely a blasty hardcore streak through the material, and pretty thrashy at times as well. Both tracks are also fairly short, at a little under 2 minutes each. Anyways, decent for what it is, so I'll check out more on the release date. Who knows? Moving on to March 28th, look out for the 12th studio album from international melodic death metal band Arch Enemy. This is Blood Dynasty, to be released by Century Media Records. Vinyl variants will be Classic Black in an unspecified number of copies, Black Ice at 1,000 copies worldwide, as well as Milky Clear in an unspecified number of copies, both as US indie store exclusives, Bright Gold at 500 copies, as well as Dark Green at 300 copies, both as Century Media Records EU exclusives, Creamy White at 500 copies and an EMP and Levi Kaupa Ox exclusive, Deep Blood Red at 700 copies and an FNAC exclusive, Gray at 500 copies and a Napalm Records and HMV exclusive, Liquid Blood at 666 copies, as well as Red Blood Splatter at 500 copies, both as Arch Enemy US and EU store exclusives, Tangerine at 300 copies worldwide at a Century Media Records US and Indie Merch store exclusive, and Transparent Red at 500 copies. There'll also be a deluxe edition of this title on 180-gram red golden special effects 12-inch vinyl. It also includes a bonus record, a deluxe edition CD, an extensive 36-page booklet, and an art print insert. Also, music videos are out for Dream Stealer, Liars and Thieves, Blood Dynasty, and Paper Tiger. Of the four, maybe check out Dream Stealer and Paper Tiger first. And as you can imagine, this is a lot of shreddy death metal with some strong power and heavy metal influences throughout. Anyways, watch all four at the Arch Enemy YouTube channel. So as someone who dug the last album, this one sounds like it might be even better. Given that possibility, there's a strong chance I might buy this one too. Also on March 28th will be the 5th studio album from American power metal band Lady Beast. This is The Inner Alchemist, to be released by Dying Victims Productions. Vinyl variants include a regular edition on black vinyl with insert, poster, sticker, postcard, and download code, as well as a special edition on splatter vinyl with insert, poster, sticker, postcard, download code, and a patch. Also, a couple visualizer videos are available for the tracks Inner Alchemist and The Oracle's Omen. You can find both of those at the Dying Victims Productions YouTube channel. So, still a bit new to this band, having only their Omens EP, but this new material is certainly up to those standards with great riffs and strong female vocals, so I'm definitely considering the buy here. And also on March 28th, we'll get the 5th studio album from American heavy metal band Savage Master. This is Dark and Dangerous, to be released by Shadow Kingdom Records. Vinyl variants will be Red Dripping Candles at 800 copies, Black Roses at 700 copies, and Black Rider at 500 copies. Also, music video is out for Devil Rock. You can check that one out at the Shadow Kingdom Records YouTube channel. So the available track is spooky and fun, as this band often is. Would like to hear more on release date before I buy. However, this track does make the album seem rather promising. So we'll see. And also on March 28th, expect the latest compilation album from German power metal band Helloween. This is March of Time, the best of 40 years, to be released by BMG. Final variant for this 5 LP set will be red, also coming with an art print and a puzzle. So anyways, 42 tracks in total on this comp and fully remastered. And though, of course, I'm not a Helloween fan, this does look to be a great way to dive into the band if you're not familiar with them. So check it out if interested. As for reissues on vinyl, on March 7th will be Angel Dust with their Into the Dark Past album through High Roller Records. Also on March 7th, look out for a reissue of Speed Metal Symphony from the band Cacophony, featuring Marty Friedman and Jason Becker, to be released by Shrapnel Records. Likewise, on March 7th, Holocaust will reissue their album, The Nightcomers, through Reissued Sounds. And also on March 7th, we'll get Immolation's Majesty and Decay album from Nuclear Blast Records. And Medieval Steel's self-titled debut EP will also be reissued on March 7th via High Roller Records. On March 14th, Vader's Black to the Blind album will see a reissue from Nuclear Blast Records. On March 21st will be a reissue of Necronomicon's Escalation album from High Roller Records. And also on March 21st, look out for Virgin Steel's Age of Consent album, once again available from Steamhammer Records. And on March 28th, expect a reissue of Dark Funeral's self-titled EP via Century Media Records. So a number of really cool records coming out this month. Definitely have my eye on those from Heathen, Arch Enemy, Nite, Lady Beast, and Savage Master. Not to mention my Destruction pre-order, which should be here soon. But I know a lot of you have some releases that you're looking forward to. You should let me know about those as well as anything else relevant in the comments below. And of course, if you're thoroughly unfamiliar with my channel, my name is Matt. This is the Accusation Network, where each and every week I do videos on metal vinyl collecting, but also classic and modern metal in general. If that sounds like a thing you want to watch, you should definitely consider subscribing to my channel, and only if you haven't subscribed, of course. Maybe hit like on this video and share out some of my other videos with some of your friends on social media. That'd be awesome. And as always, thanks for watching, and check back next month for even more metal vinyl releases.